Alright, so let's check out another mixture problem right here. And so let's see, so how much water must be added to a 6 gallon of a 4% insecticide solution to reduce the concentration to 3%? This is actually a pretty important problem here, especially, with regulations of, when you buy, things like out, whether it be Walmart or, stores where they have to be, consumer friendly, that kind of stuff. So, it's going to be a really good word problem here. And they do give us a little hint here, and this hint will make sense once we actually do the little chart here. So we're going to do the same chart that we did in the last problem. So I'm going to draw my little lines in right here, and with some lines going across, and that should be good right there. Okay, so first of all, we're talking about gallons of water. So I'm just going to put right here gallons of water, and then we have our percent right here. I'm going to put as a decimal, and then right here we have our gallons of pure insecticide, right? So that's when you multiply these guys right here. It's no longer water, it's no longer just insecticide, it's now the gallons of pure insecticide then. So okay, so see if we can make some sense right here. So how much water must be added to a 6 gallons? Let's just stop right there. How much water? If it's asking us how much of something, then that should be our what? How much water? Okay, well that should be our x then. Okay, so like how much water should we add to a 6 gallons? 6 gallons of insecticide. So like how much water should be added to? So they don't tell us what the percentage here. So like how much water should be added to a 6 gallon? So we're going to add it to, so here's our new one right here, to a 6 gallon. Oops, right here, 6 gallons. I know this is really weird right now. This is a little different from the last one. So how much water should be added to, okay, now we go to the other cup or the other barrel that we have now, to a 6 gallons of 4%, so 0.04 insecticide to reduce the concentration to 3%, so 0.03. So how much water should you add to a 6 gallon with 4% insecticide solution to reduce the concentration to 3%? Okay, so let's see if we can fill in some blanks here. And this is where the hint comes in. The water is 0% insecticide, so that's why this is going to be 0%. So 0.0 or just 0. So x times 0 is just 0. 6 times 0.04, so 0.04 times 6 is 0.24. And the gallons, again, we're supposed to add these right here. So x plus 6, we add those. And so now we multiply these guys. So 0.03 times x plus 6. All right. So if we add these two guys together, our sum needs to be this. And so that's where we can get our mathematical equation. So if I add 0 plus 0.24, and I set that equal to 0.03 times x plus 6, I now have a mathematical equation that I can solve for x. And again, what are we trying to find? We're trying to find how much water. So really, we're trying to find x. So once we find x, we're done, because we found what we're trying to look for. So notice that this right here, I can move this over twice, I can move this over twice, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 100, which is essentially the same thing as moving all the decimals to 2 decimal places. So now this becomes 24, this becomes 3, and now this just becomes a simple algebraic equation now. So I'm going to do the distributive property over here, 3x, I get 18, and now I'm going to subtract 18 from both sides. I get 6 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3. Oops, I don't want to do that though. That guy goes out. So I get 2 equals x. 2 what? 2 gallons. So 2 gallons is what you need. You need 2 gallons to add to the 6 gallons in order to get our 3% concentration.